The last piece of this system is the hat. This is a very good hat. A lot of heat is lost through your head. A lot of people don't realize that, but a lot of heat is lost through your head. If you're wearing a ball cap like this out in 30-degree weather or worse, you're going to lose a lot of heat through your head and you're going to be in trouble. I like this beanie. Keeps your head warm, keeps the heat loss off of you. It's comfortable. It's got that fleece outer, and it's got a Smart Tech membrane inside that's going to keep your head dry. So very nice, very comfortable. And what I found is I don't like to cover my ears usually because it limits my hearing. But with these, they keep my ears warm, and it does not limit my hearing. So that's the last piece of this, and it's a very crucial piece, I think, to keep you from heat loss, keep your head dry, and still give you the ability to hear the things that are going on around you. So that's very nice. It's got the Smart Tech inside layer on it. That's the beanie that comes with this 5-piece system, and an excellent addition to this system as well, and one that is going to help keep you warm and dry. Okay, so with this system, like I said, it's got the five different pieces to this system. They're quality made, they keep the moisture off your body, and they keep you warm. Those are all the things that you can ask for out of clothing to keep you out in the field longer in this inclement weather. And that's when the big bucks and the deer are going to be moving the most. When those fronts are moving in, when the rain's getting ready to kick up, you know, that's when the deer are going to be out there. Windproof, warm, waterproof, very comfortable. That's the most important thing when it comes to these camo clothes, is they got to be comfortable. They got to keep you warm, they got to keep you safe by keeping moisture off your body, and they got to be comfortable. This Hycreek system does all that and does very well. Now, there's a couple things that I add to this system when it gets really, really cold. We had the 8-degree temperatures and the north wind last weekend, and I'll say this layering system is good for me and it's going to be different for everybody. I'm a little bit smaller, and I tend to get a little cold quicker than anybody else. T-Mac will set out in stuff like this and have no problem. He's got a little more insulation than I've got. So I get colder quicker than most people. So this system here has worked well for me down to about 30 degrees. You get right around the freezing mark, and this system got a little bit cold for me. When we were into the single digits and into the teens, I added a couple things to this system, which you can get from Hycreek. This jacket is a military issue jacket, and it's a Berber fleece, just like what this stuff's made out of. I wore this jacket for years. What I didn't like about it is the outer layer on this thing. It sticks to stuff, it makes noise, and it's just not a very good outer layer. Hycreek makes a polar fleece that you can add to this system. You can order right with this system, and I highly recommend you do that. I'm probably going to order me one of those coming up. This is almost exactly what they would sell. It's the Berber fleece, just like what they got. Like I said, but this is a military issue one. And I've had a really hard time finding these, and if you do find them, they're really expensive. This one's got actually where it's a little bit too small for me anymore, so this is a medium, and I wore it back when I was a little smaller and a little skinnier. But this is a very good insulating layer, and it's almost identical to the one that Hycreek's going to sell. So I think if you're hunting in a place where you're going to be down in the teens and down in the single digits, to add that thermal fleece, polar fleece to this system, and I think you'll be good to go. The bottom layer, I didn't add nothing to. The bottom layer was fine. I wore, on those simple single-digit days, I wore 1,200-gram boots with thermal socks. The bottom unit, added this to it, of course, a good pair of gloves, and I added a neck gaiter, and that was it on the single-digit days. And that neck gaiter, I just pulled it up over my mouth to keep my face warm. But everything else in this system worked very, very good as far as keeping you warm and keeping you dry, which is the most important thing. Okay, so some of the nice things about this Hycreek system is it's comfortable, it's windproof, it's waterproof, it's going to keep your body dry, it's going to whip the moisture away from you. I have found that this system does everything that's advertised to do plus more. It's comfortable, it's quiet, and it keeps you warm. It does everything that it's advertised to do, which is how we test products here. We're not going to go out and test them in sub-zero degrees if it's not advertised to do that. If it is advertised to be good down to -40, then we're going to try our best to put it to the test and see if it is warm in that type of environment. This has done everything it's advertised to do and done it very, very well. It's exceeded my expectations, and it's probably the best camo system that I've ever used. It keeps you warm, keeps you dry, it's comfortable, and it looks great. I love the camo pattern on this. It's silent, which is awesome for bow hunters. This stuff is absolutely as quiet as can be. It's the outer layer, nothing sticks to it. You can set against a tree trunk, and you can pull back up without a bunch of stuff trying to stick to the back of this and making noise as you're moving. You can pull your bow, you can shoulder your rifle, you can do whatever you need to do with this clothing, and it's not going to make a sound. So this is made by Hycreek. Now, I don't normally mention prices when I do these reviews, but the price on this is something that I think is a highly valuable selling point for this, because this whole system is $199.95, which I think is an awesome deal. You can buy this from Hycreek factory direct and save that kind of money. I believe that if you were to buy it somewhere else, it would be about a $400 system. And I can tell you, I've got clothes like this inside that are made out of the same stuff, and I guarantee if I put all the price of my base layer, my thermal layer, my outer layer together with that, then I guarantee you I'm going to exceed $200 with that. So the price on this is very awesome, and I think it's very well worth the $199. Now, Hycreek has a bunch of other stuff as well. This is not the only thing that they make. They make stuff for all kinds of different weather. They make warmer clothes. They have a ton of different stuff. So go to Hycreek.com and check that out. Like I said, the only thing that I would add to this system is the thermal layer, the polar fleece. I would add that to this system for the cold weather. Down, like I said, down. The only time I put that on was it got down into the teens and down to the single digits. So I would add that to this system if you're going to hunt in that kind of weather. Now, they have all different other kinds of systems. So I know they got a 7-piece layer system. This is just the 5-piece layer, 5-piece system. So check out their website, and you can pick and you can customize the package that's right for you. You can order the package. You can order these things individually, and I guarantee you're going to find a package that's going to work for you and your environment. So check that out. Hycreek.com is their website. I'm Ike from Ike's Outdoors, and I highly endorse this Hycreek system. It's the best camouflage system that I've ever put to the test, and I've got a ton of camouflage now that I'm going to be getting rid of, because this stuff is a good all-purpose, all-around camouflage, and a good all-around layering system that I think is going to be my new camouflage of choice and my new system of choice to keep me warm, to keep me dry. So check this out, Hycreek.com. Be sure to check out our website, IkesOutdoors.com. Appreciate you guys watching.
I like good times, good wine, good smoke, and a 5-piece bed. And I can't